Okay, so a vegan diet would consist of products that do not include animals, right? Never, ever, ever any animals. So if we're thinking about cows, they do not eat red meat. They also do not eat any dairy products, no milk, no cheese, no butter, no chickens, right? No eggs that come from a chicken, so no mayonnaise. There would be no fish. There would be no pork, no bacon. So if you are following a vegan diet or curious about what a vegan diet is, again, it would be products that come only from plant-based items. Never, ever, ever any animal products. So someone tells me, no, wait a second, I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian. What is the difference? The difference is a vegetarian will actually eat byproducts of animals, but not the meat of the animals. So if we're thinking about a cow, they will not eat the red meat of the cow, but they will drink the milk or eat the butter or the cheese from the cow. If we're thinking about pork, they will not eat any pork meat. So kind of leave that one off. A vegetarian, when it comes to chicken, will not eat chicken, but they will eat eggs, right? Again, depending on the strictness of the vegetarian, most likely they also won't eat any fish. So a vegetarian is someone who typically will not eat any meats. They will eat cheeses, they will eat other byproducts of the animals, but no meats, and their diet is primarily based off of plants, vegetables. Okay, I met someone who told me they are a pescatarian. What is a pescatarian? A pescatarian is, in every sense of the word, a vegetarian, but they actually also eat fish. So remember the rules about vegetarian, right? We eat no red meat, we eat no chicken, no pork, but we will eat byproducts of the cow, such as cheese, dairy, right? Butter. But a pescatarian will also eat fish. So they follow a vegetarian diet with added fish as well. Okay, Daniel, so are you a vegan? Are you a vegetarian? The answer is no, I am not. So what it is my body does not produce the enzyme called lactase. And what lactase does is it helps to digest lactose, which is found in dairy products. We are talking about milk, we're talking about butter, talking about cream, talking about cheese, right? Things that come from a cow. So I simply have to avoid those items because they make me sick. But I still am not a vegan because I like to eat meat. I like to eat chicken. I love eggs. Oftentimes a lot of people get confused about lactose problems, thinking that eggs have lactose. They do not. So I love mayonnaise. I'm like a mayonnaise freak, right? So I am not a vegetarian and I'm not a vegan. Okay, so what are you saying, Daniel? Is vegan products bad? The answer I'm saying is no, they are not, right? Maybe sometime in the future I may become a vegan. I don't know. But I'll be honest and say that I'm still at the point in my life where I do like to have chicken and a lot of fish. I love fish. I love eggs. And seldomly I eat red meat. I do like red meat every now and then, and maybe a little bacon. But I still do like those products. So that's a big difference between my channel and other channels. You'll see a lot of people out there who are doing vegan channels. This is not a vegan channel. My issue is simply trying to avoid lactose, so dairy-free items. So again, I will highlight oftentimes vegan places because it's where I am and I'm amazed at how great food can taste. But wait a second, Daniel, I'm confused. Why do you always go to vegan restaurants if you're not a vegan? The answer is because it is safer for me to eat vegan food from vegan restaurants, or when I go out sometimes to look at a dish that's labeled vegan, because I know that those products will never contain dairy. Vegetarian products can contain dairy and often do. So I have to be very careful about that. Remember the rules about vegetarian. They simply are no meat, but they can contain dairy. So anytime I see something labeled as vegan, it is just a safe route for me to avoid dairy products. Now, of course, I am not a doctor. I am not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. So please, if you need food advice, make sure to talk to a professional. But in my opinion, I have noticed ever since I developed a lactose intolerance problem, I am amazed and blown away at how many foods contain dairy in them. Now, I'm not saying that dairy is bad, but just thinking about if I am ingesting it all day long in my breakfast, in my lunch, and in my dinner, you'd be amazed sometimes at how dairy is hiding out in some products, and we don't even really realize it. So it has just been eye-opening for me ever since I was diagnosed with this issue to have to read labels and check ingredients and find out how many products contain dairy in them that I didn't even know had dairy in it before. It is also important to point out that I am following a dairy-free diet because I need to for my health. And when I eat dairy foods, I do not feel well. I am not able to be myself at all. So whereas some people may follow certain diets just as a dietary choice or a lifestyle choice, I do not do that. Unfortunately, I am forced to avoid dairy products because of my body. There are also some other folks that have food allergies out there. So there are some people that have what's called celiac disease, which basically means they have to avoid all gluten. So they can't eat any products that contain gluten, beer, bread, pizza, any of those things unless they are gluten-free. So again, those folks usually don't make a choice to do that. They're just doing it because they have to, because they don't want to be sick. I have a lot of people who often ask me, well, gee, if I'm going to pick a diet, and we're not talking about like a weight loss fad diet, but one of the ones we just talked about, one of the lifestyles or diets, right? Which one do I choose? Should I be a vegan? Is it good for me to be a vegan? And again, I'm not giving medical advice or nutritional advice, but my answer and my opinion would be, heck yes. Heck yes, be a vegan, right? Not only are you eliminating 100% of cholesterol from your life, which is just incredible because remember, only animals have cholesterol. So with being a vegan, you're going totally plant-based. You're going to have zero cholesterol in your diet. You're going to be eating healthier and you're going to be helping the environment. Yes, go vegan if you can. Please let me know down below in the comments if any of you have been affected by food allergies and you've had to change your eating patterns or your diets based on that. Or likewise, if you have just decided that you wanted to change your life because you wanted to eat more clean, you wanted to become a vegan to be better to you and to the earth, leave a comment down below and let us know how that journey went, how long you've been doing it, what your struggles are with it. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. So exciting. I could not have done it without you. I appreciate you continuing to watch my videos. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please like, and please check out my blog at lacfactor.com. LACFACTOR.com. We'll see you on the next video.